Hi there, Lee Farnell here, Leading Your Best Life podcast. Today we're going to talk about leadership. It's an article that was in Inc. magazine. It was just so good, I wanted to share it with you. They talk about 7 examples of poor leadership behaviour that limits business success. So if you're a leader, you run a business, you lead teams, you really should listen to this and be willing to take a look in the mirror. Here we go. Well, welcome back. This article is a ripper from Martin Zwilling, February 16 to 2024. 7 examples of poor leadership behaviour that limits business success. I just thought it's too good not to share with you and record and get yourself a copy of it if you want to. I'll put a link in the notes just to make sure. But as I said, business leadership's an image you can enhance by avoiding these common bad behaviours. Many professionals in business, from startups to multinationals, assume that their team leader or executive is appointed to a position and that the skills come with the title, that they've got the job, so they must have the skills. But in reality, leadership is best demonstrated not in a position of authority, but it's got to be a skill that you sharpen every day, because at the end of the day, you're a human being. Most experts agree that leadership, as perceived by people around you, is more about behaviour than it is about specific skills or knowledge. It's like, what do you do minute by minute, hour by hour, particularly when there's problems or things go wrong or there's stress. There's a book called Table for Three by a guy called Darryl Rosen, which actually talks about 50 dumb mistakes that smart managers don't make. The leadership one is setting a poor example by your own actions. Do as I say, not as I do. Oh yeah, well, that's terrible. And I hope I don't do it myself, actually. But look, let's take a look at these 7 behaviours. And again, you want to dig up the article yourself, but particularly how it affects others around you. We talk about synchronized energy. What does it do to the energy and the mood of the group? But big mistake number 1, blaming others for everything. A business owner's passion for an idea often prompts them to blame others or external events for setbacks rather than themselves. We talk about external locus of control rather than internal locus of control, living below the line, blaming others instead of taking responsibility. If you want others taking responsibility, you've got to actually be above the line and take responsibility. And that means taking a look in the mirror. And at the same time, we talked about vulnerability once before, being able to admit, hey mate, I stuffed up. Hey guys, I stuffed up. I need your help. What can you do to help me? Blaming others. 2, worrying and fretting about everything. Precious little of what we worry about and fret about ever happens. Now, if the leader is anxious and fretting, they will set the tone. We say state is contagious. NLP says state is contagious. If the leader is worrying and fretting, that state will be contagious, versus we want confidence, certainty, clarity. Team members want leaders who calm their worries, not amplify them. Absolutely. Blaming others, worrying and fretting. 3, criticising others and the company. Professionals who speak critically of team members, customers and friends or family members have something going on with them that needs to be examined. Stop criticising. It's similar to blaming, that left brain. And of course, it means if you're very good at criticising, you're probably very good at not looking for the good, catching people doing things right. As Andrew Carnegie, the richest man in the world at one stage, really the catalyst for the book Think and Grow Rich, said, no one can become rich himself or herself without enriching others. So criticising, throwing mud. What do they say? When you throw mud at others, you're really taking the dirt away from under your own feet. Criticising others, stop it. Complaining about being overwhelmed. Oh, that's right, I'm so busy, I'm so overwhelmed, I'm so busy, I'm so overwhelmed. I mean, again, all you're doing is creating a state of anxiety. And again, why would someone want to follow you if you're actually constantly doubting yourself and telling the world you can't control your own life? People aren't interested in that. They want to know that someone's got their act together, that there's integrity, there's solid. It's not a shaky desk, it's not a shaky chair, it's not a wobbly, I remember at a coffee shop you sit at a table and it wobbles and the coffee spills everywhere. You don't need a manager, boss, leader unstable. Point 5, doing 10 things at a time in a mediocre fashion. Business owners or managers who claim to be able to do multiple things at a time must never use this as an excuse for poor quality. I had 10 things on the go, that's why it's stuffed up. Associates will quickly conclude that mediocrity is good enough. You don't want that. We say this. I love this quote from Vince Lombardi. We chase excellence and we catch perfection. We chase excellence and we catch perfection. That's what we're going for. Mediocrity, that standard is not good enough. 6, appearing disorganised and managing things haphazardly. Doing things haphazardly makes you prone to mistakes. In business, when you're making mistakes, it's costing you time and money. And with associates making mistakes, it's going to cost you even more in productivity and morale, and then it's going to kill their image of you as a leader. Oh yeah. Worse yet, associates are then going to follow your example. You set the tone, you set the pace. As we say, the speed of the group is the speed of the group's determined by the speed of the leader. The accuracy and the standards and the attention to detail and the pride of the group is determined by all of those things the leader demonstrates. Pride, accuracy, attention to detail. And point 7, failing to see the positives in others. The key here is to maintain a positive mindset, catching people doing things good, doing things well, particularly in regard to the values that you have in your organisation, whether that be customer service or teamwork or integrity or problem solving or being proactive or taking responsibility or this health and safety values. But you want to use the values as a vehicle to catch people doing things right. Leadership is about being a cheerleader, finding the positives for business growth, for competitive advantage, for people development and your organisation. Managers and entrepreneurs need everyone in the organisation to accentuate the positives, not amplify the negatives. Think of Walt Disney. Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative. Super important. As I said, leadership and improvement are about taking small steps forward and evolving just that little bit every day. 1%, 1% better, 1% better, 1% better, 1% better, 1% better, because there's 365 days in the year. So it means you're going to get 365% better if you kept getting one. And of course, it compounds. We found out, in fact, it ends up way more than 365% better. But Kaizen, continuous and never-ending improvement. Look, you want to find out more, touch base with us at Performance Development Consultants. We have a whole range of fantastic leadership experts, and we're putting that website together right now. The complete A to Z of consultants, coaches, resources to help you. Let me just go through some of the A to Z that we have here. Everything from accountants and app developers, to alignment setting, to digital automation, to artificial intelligence. We've got over 45, 50 different coaches and consultants, a whole range of experts, absenteeism reduction, agile consulting and coaching, business planning, bookkeepers, budgeting, branding and brand energy blueprint, digital automation. We've got energy, as in team energy, personal energy, employee ownership plans. All of these things are available to you under the one roof. It's just a question of where do you want to start? And usually we'd start with D, which is diagnostic. Where are you at? What do you want to do in terms of any of these areas? Where do you want to start? Start the journey, the Kaizen journey, to keep moving up that sigmoid curve, to keep getting better and better and better. L is lead generation, leadership, lean systems, and life coaching. All the way down to, well, what's Z? Well, Z is Zen performance optimization systems, Zen mindsets for business, sport, and life, for optimal performance, optimal life satisfaction, peak buying zone facilitation systems and training. Unbelievable. Look, want to find out more? W, website design, wellness and well-being systems, all under the one roof. You want to improve your business. In fact, think about it. You're a CEO, you're a business owner, you're going, mate, where do I start? Who do I talk to? I know our business can be better. I'm frustrated with the results. The board want better results. I want better results. Where do I start? Who do I call? Who do you call? You call PDC first, because we have the biggest range, the most comprehensive range, interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary, one silver bullet. It's the one silver bullet that has all the silver bullets. Come and talk to us, and let's see which area you should start with first. The exit point, of course, is let's get the business ready for sale and help you actually go about the sales process. We've got the best in town that can help you do that as well. Basically what we've done, we've got the best in town in all of these areas available to you. Come and find out more. I'm Lee Farnell. You've been listening to Leading Your Best Life, and we're talking about performance development. See you soon. Thanks for listening.